Nosha needs more content, so I'm gonna be working on stuff for the skeleton today. And I'm gonna create a test scene so that I can build the skeleton inside it. I had a diagram for a test thing I wanted to do before, so I'm gonna try and recreate that. If I remember, the basic premises of it is there's a hill you can't bypass, there's a door and a rock. Basic premise of what we have here is this is a test room for how I want the skeleton mechanic to work. So I can set up everything in here to figure out if the skeleton is functioning as intended. So what we'll have up here, there should be a gravestone in here, which you can place and rotate. This will be what is spawning the skeletons. The test is, this is where the skeleton will spawn. I'm going to use the standard respawn like the bats for now, rather than it multi-spawning the skeletons. We're not going to set up the skeleton spawner yet. We're just going to make the skeleton itself work. What we're going to have is going to have a skeleton spawn out here. It's going to see Nosh, it's going to aggro towards it, which should make it run off of here. So it comes within range of Nosha being able to attack it, to eat the skeleton, solve the puzzle. The puzzle is, so there will be a blocker of some kind here, which Nosha can't get through to climb up to be up here, and he'll need to transform into the skeleton to break the block to be able to get to the platform behind. So at the moment, it should be impossible for Nosha to get in here. Good stuff. So the skeleton power-up is going to give me the ability to smash these blocks. However, we don't even have skeletons yet, so we sure as hell don't have skeleton power-ups. Luckily, because of what I learned about face towards and pathing before, I should be able to make the skeletons have enough going for them that it's interesting to fight them. The stuff I learned in the bat I can easily translate to the skeleton. Okay, so we have Skelly Boy over here. I could possibly use the model is for now. How is the material list? Is it egregious? Because if it's not too egregious, I might leave it as the materials for now. Because I actually don't dislike how this looks. This is fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do it as colors like I did with Nosha, because this guy is all flats as far as I'm concerned. Okay, gonna seem a bit weird for now, but I'm basically just making a temp texture. So what I can do now is I can select each object and kind of drag it to the color I want it to be. There we go. Now that's all one texture. A lot easier. And the good thing about doing it like this is now if I want to do Nosha colors, I just take this and make it the purple, and this and make it the green. And there you go, he's Nosha colors. And then the eye can glow like Nosha's eye color glows. So I'm going to give him some basic animations. He's not going to have any animation flair yet, because my main thing today is getting him into the test room so I can start building him out, which I have here. This is my little test room for the puzzle idea I had for him, with the idea being you take skeletons to smash things and knock stuff down. I had some other ideas for other objects skeletons could interact with, like I was thinking they could also maybe chop trees down, or certain trees down, which would make them fall and create bridges and things. Maybe smash in doors for bigger crypts and things. Right, what animation's important? We're gonna need some sort of movement, an attack, which I want it to be a large swing. What I'll probably probably try and do before the demo at least is have some sort of explosion effect, because he eats them, so they disappear. I want to do an animation as Nosha eats as well. That's an animation I'd like to add before the demo. Tell you what, we'll do a really basic idle animation. I mean, super basic. My plan is they drag the pickaxe behind them. I want it to be obvious the pickaxe is heavy, because what's going to happen is when the enemy goes to attack you with the pickaxe, he's going to get stuck, and that's going to be your opportunity to hit him. Look, it's a really basic walking animation that took no time at all. It actually works a lot better than it should, considering how little effort was put into it. So I'm not going super complex with these, I just want them to be, like, functional and look kind of cute. I think that works quite well, actually. I think that's a big winner, that one. I think these are the 3 animations I need to really get started with making this guy. It's the attack, the move, and the idle. The more full version of him will have him like crawling out the grave and stuff, but for now I'm just going to have the grave there as a similar spawn point so I can get him in programming and sort him out. Right, my goal today is to make the skeleton a fully functioning thing in the game. Right, let's bring the skeleton to life. I like that. I think that looks great, actually. That's completely fine. Cool. That should give me everything I need to actually add him into the game and mess with him. What is that behind him? Oh my god, he has a sun in him. See? I always forget to delete that. There we go, he doesn't have his own personal sun and he doesn't have secondary spine anymore. And he stands in the right place. Look at that! Look at the skelly! It begins. We have a vision cone! And now he faces me after he's seen me. The skeleton can aggro. Be afraid. It begins. It begins. Why are you doing this, Mr. Skeleton? Wow, it dodged it. You see that shit? The skeleton's Neo. Because that's rotating the hitbox, he's actually looking up at me as I attack over him. So he's Neo dodging the hitbox. So I can't actually eat him unless I eat on the ground. That's hardcore. I feel sorry for your vision range, so you're getting more vision. With the idea being, it's like he sees you at an angle now. And also, if I get too far away. So at the moment he hasn't seen me, but if I was here... There we go, he sees me again. It's more realistic. You know, because this game's all about realism. How's that for AI? I mean, ignore this bit. Don't worry about this.
What is that?
This isn't a problem. Shh, it's not. It's not a problem. Don't worry about it. Look at that vision box. The skeleton's got sight beyond sight. This is where I make tactical espionage Nosha. So the good thing is, now I know that, I can actually start doing the other thing. I can actually start using the same code for the attack. I'm sure there's a lot of better ways I could do stuff like this. But I also know that, as is the case with a lot of art things, there's not so much one right way. It's just there's a way that's good for you. Like, as long as you're reaching the same end result or the desired end result, the way you got there is not as important as you may think, as far as I understand. That's actually looking pretty good. He's gonna kill me now. And now he's lost me because he shot me behind him. Funny. So what I can do now is this hitbox. I can actually activate it while the attack's going on to make him more dangerous. Right, let's trigger the attack, then run away so I can watch the whole thing. Son of a bitch. You big ass pickaxe. What is this? Dark Souls? Why have I made it such a tight window? Jesus. Let's turn that down a bit. You definitely don't want to have the reaction times to do that. That's kind of horrible. That's accurate. That I can deal with. Okay, he may not have any collisions yet, but we have an AI that identifies you, aggroes towards you, searches for you, for some reason attacks the floor in anger, but that's fine, ignore that. And once he gets close enough, he swings and it has a responding hitbox that appears on the correct frame data to give you time to dodge, and then eaten, which is the mechanic I wanted. Because what I don't want you to be able to do is if he has engaged you, I don't want you to be able to do this. But you can definitely dodge him. It's just a hitbox. This is really weird. Yeah, I don't know about the hitbox at the moment. So if I don't move backwards, he hits. Okay, that hitbox is pretty spot on now, actually. So if I just stand there. Why do you have to prove me wrong? Try again, Skeleton. Come on. You can do it. Well done. Okay, I'll give you a little bit more forward hitbox, but that's all you're getting. There we go. I've made a skeleton AI. If anything, him being able to walk through walls just proves he's even stronger than your average skeleton. He defies your nonsense walls in terms of getting him close to where I want him to be. This is good progress. For 6 hours of work, I now have a skeleton that I can actively dodge and eat, which is what I wanted. I just want him to have a bit more of a threat than the bat. He comes at you, he swings his big pickaxe. Careful, you might die. Thanks for sticking around. Hopefully that wasn't too painful of an experience to watch. It's always interesting watching me suffer, I'm sure. I love glitches. Woo!